Liz Watt, and I'm a registered dietitian at the UNC Wellness Centers. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about something that we love to do in the summertime when you have an extra bounty full of vegetables, pickling. And it sounds like it could be really scary because you got to get all the equipment to do the pickling the right way. But I'm going to show you a trick to make it super simple. You take but already used, I like to use dill, so dill pickle juice. So we had those baby dill pickles in this, and we ate them all. And so now we have the juice left over. So all you do is you take that juice, there's nothing wrong with it, don't pour it down the drain. We're gonna put it in our pot, turn it on. We're gonna light that to boiling. Once it boils, we're gonna let it cool. So while that's doing its thing, we're gonna pop over to the cutting board and we're gonna chop up some vegetables. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut up some vegetables. Now what you wanna use for vegetables is totally your preference. Obviously cucumbers make pickles, so you can always do cucumbers. That's always an easy, safe bet. In my garden, I have 2 jalapeno plants and they're going crazy right now. So I have a ton, so I'm gonna pickle some jalapenos. I have already in here some banana peppers. I also have whoopsies, throwing them at you. I also have banana peppers that are in my garden, and so I have pickled those already with a bunch that came in already, and I have a few more that are on the way, so I'll probably end up doing these with some more as well. So let's go ahead and cut up this jalapeno. Now, jalapenos, it's depending on what you want for your spiciness. If you want it really spicy, you're gonna leave the membrane in, or at least most of it. I am a little bit on the wimpy side. I don't like mine too spicy. So chop off the top, take my little paring knife, and I just kind of go around the edge to loosen up the membrane that has all the seeds. That is actually what produces the heat. It's not the pepper itself. It's the membrane and the skins inside. So I went around it. It's still somewhat intact, so we have to start cutting. So I'm gonna just do some slices, like you would, like you'd buy jalapeno slices in the grocery store. I'm just slicing away. You can make long, thin pepper strips if you want to do it that way. That would be good. So yeah, so I just popped out the membrane, and now all you have left is the ring. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of these. I'll leave a few of the membranes down there because let's be honest, my husband's the one who's going to eat these probably, and not me. I like a little bit of jalapeno in my salads and Mexican dishes, but I don't like to really go too crazy with it. So we'll leave a few membranes in there, but not too many. All right, I'm going to see if I can wiggle the rest of this guy out. The big thing with cutting up jalapenos or any kind of hotter pepper, you really want to make sure you wash your hands really well. I numerous times have done this, and then I end up going to take my contacts out, put my contacts in, and lo and behold, my eyes screaming at me. So I don't know why I do that for some reason. But yes, jalapenos can be a little bit of a problem in that capacity. All right, so I have one cut up. I'm gonna go with another because I have quite a bit of juice that's in that pot over there. So I'm just gonna keep cutting until we get to the boiling of the pickle juice. Now today I'm using dill pickle juice because I like the flavor of dill pickles, and I like the flavor of once I pickle these, they take on that dill flavoring. If you would rather use like bread and butter pickle juice, totally fine. That totally works just as well. I'm not too much a fan of that, so I'm not going to use that, but if you want to, you can. Some other good vegetables for pickling would be green beans. That are excellent for pickling. Red onions, that is one of my favorites. I like to almost always have pickled red onions on hand at my house when I am doing I mean, pretty much anything. I mean, obviously you can put it in some kind of a Mexican dish, but you can put it into salads. I love red pickled onions in salads. Fish tacos, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So definitely I would say take a red onion, slice it up, nice long skinny strips. It makes the dill pickle juice water turn a little bit of a funky color because you got the yellow greenish color from the dill, and then you have the red onion, and it does lose a little bit of that red coloring. So it's a little bit of a funky flavor or color there, but it's so good. Definitely, I would say pickled onions, pickled green beans, pickled jalapenos, cucumbers, all my favorites. But experiment with it. Try some vegetables that you normally maybe wouldn't do to pickle them. Like I said, it's really good to do it with, you have that overabundance of some kind of vegetables. Last year I had zucchinis in my garden and it went berserk, and I had more zucchini I could ever imagine to do with. We had a lot of zucchini bread in our house that year, but I could have taken it and I could have pickled it. That would have been even better thing to do. So, all right, our water is just about ready, or it's just about, our dill pickle juice is just about ready. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the stove to see what we need to do next. Hey there. All right, so I went ahead and had my pickle juice boil, and now I let it cool. Yeah, that's the important thing. You really have to let it cool. You don't want to do it right away. So I have my jar that I just poured all the pickle juice into the pot. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it with my jalapenos. It's about halfway full with jalapenos. And you're gonna pour our pickle juice right on top. Take the lid, close it up, give it a little swirl, and put it in the fridge. It'll take about 5 hours or so to cool it down. But then once it does, you're ready to go. You have your pickled jalapeno slices. Now it would be very important to label your because you don't want someone in your family to go into the fridge thinking they're getting a pickle and then they get a big taste of a pickled jalapeno. So that is my little kitchen hack for you today on how to pickle the super duper easy way. Hope you enjoyed this today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.